Hi, boys and girls. So, I'm going to get you ready for the following week work packet. All right. So, we're on our second story in your last book of the year, and the name of that story is called Mole and the Baby Bird. Okay. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a link to it so that if you click on it, you can read the story with somebody reading it to you. So that might be helpful, okay? So it's written by Marjorie Newman. It's illustrated by Patrick Benson. And it's saying that it's an animal fantasy. That's the genre. A genre means what kind of story is it? The animal characters talk and act like people. The next story is about a mole who finds and takes care of a baby bird. Okay? So the question of the week says, how can we look at things in a different way? So remember that the theme of this book is great ideas. Okay? So when we think about that, we think about, if you were trying to find information about something and so was somebody else, maybe one person's idea would be to go look it up on a computer. That's one way, but maybe another person's idea might be to go to the library and get a book about it. So that's another way. So they both need information, but they're doing it in different ways, okay? So what I want you to think about is, after you read the story, how did Mo look at things? How did Mom, Dad, and Granddad look at things? Because both of them looked at whatever happened in the story, they both had a different way to look at it, okay? So, that's your story for the week. So, of course, you know that if you were in school, this story would have been on the board for you to put your reading words in. So I'm going to switch places with Mrs. Souza, and she's going to go over the reading words with you, okay? Okay. Don't let me touch anything. Okay.
Hi, boys and girls. I'm going to show you we're going to do a review. Okay, so I'm going to say them first, okay? Toward means we're walking toward each other. You're coming to me, I'm coming to you. Along, like if we're walking along something, if there's a wall, we're walking along it. Pulling, which is the opposite of push. Eyes. Never means not at all. Behind, like the sink is behind me. Okay. So that's the review.
No, now you say it.
Okay, now it's going to be your turn to say it. So your turn. Toward. Your turn. Along. Your turn. Pulling. Your turn. Eyes. Your turn. Never. Your turn. Behind. Okay, so that's the review of your old words. So now I'm going to show you your new words, which we only have 4 of them this time. Okay, so our first word is loved. So now I see an ED at the end. So what do we say about ED? It already happened, right? So loved. Would. Now, this is not the would, like, would I go with you? This is would, like you saw the wood. Trees are made out of wood, okay? Door. And should. Like could, would. This is should with an SH, okay? Okay, so I'm gonna say it,
One more time.
then,
No, just say it.
okay, I'm gonna say it one more time. Loved. Would. Door. And should.
Okay? Yeah, we'll switch
Okay.
places.
Okay.
I'll come to you, okay? Okay, so boys and girls, so with your story, so this is the new thing that I put it in. You'll notice I did that with Tippy Toe Chick Go. I actually asked you questions about the story. So just remember, restate the question. So who is the main character in the story? The main character in the story is, why does Mole make a nest for the baby bird? Mole makes a nest for baby bird because. So remember to restate the question, okay? And there's a few more on the back. Okay, so I would not do this paper until you've read the story a couple of times, okay? All right? So then this page goes with your reading words, door, loved, should, would. All right, so somebody's writing a letter, and this picture goes with it. And then on the back, so you notice I changed this up a little too. I put word meanings, and then make a story by filling in the blank, okay? So this one could be a little tricky. You might need a little help on that. Okay, so then the last part is, I always like you to read another story. So this is called A Present for Dad. And here's some questions about it. And then on the back, it says, draw a picture of what Sam made for his dad and write a sentence about it. Okay, so you don't know that yet because you haven't read the story. So you're going to read the story, draw a picture, and I know I didn't put picture in color, but you know that. You know that your picture should be in color, okay? And then you're going to write a sentence, and look, I put your rubric down here so you can remember all the important things you need to do when you write, okay? Okay, so now we're going to go over to our sounds for the week, okay? So this week we're actually working on the sounds O-O, double O. And double O can say two different things, okay? So it can say like in this. So look what I'm going to do to this. Okay? Like the word look, look. And boys and girls, of course you know that your spelling words are going to be these words. So look, here's the word good. Hear that sound? Okay. Oh, I see there already fixed up. So if this is look and I change it to a B, I get book. Book. Okay. Here's look again, so I don't have to put it again. So there's the word look. All right. And here's the word took. Took. So look, book, took. All right, so the last word is foot. Foot. So hear that sound. So 3 of these words rhyme. So listen again. Look, good, book, took, foot. Which 3 do you think rhyme? If you're with a grown-up or an older brother or sister, tell them the 3 words that you think rhyme. So I hope you said look, book, and took, because okay. These have different endings, okay? So now the other sound that long O can make is this sound. So I'm just going to draw a very quick picture. This is a ghost, and the ghost is saying, boo, boo. So that's ooh. Doesn't that sound like a long U? So that's a little tricky, isn't it? So boo. So here are some words that have the long well, it's not a long O. It's just a different sound of an O. Okay, so we have this word. Zoo. Boo, zoo. Here, ooh, ooh. Can you hear the difference? Okay. And here we have the word noon, noon, which is like lunchtime. Okay. And another word we have is the word, you'll like this word, pool. I bet some of you have already been in a pool, okay? And we have the word food. This is one of the things we need to survive, food, okay? And the final word is, you actually had this as a reading word, moon. So let me say these again. So this is the sound. Look, good, book, took, foot. This is the oo sound. Zoo, noon, pool, food, moon. So we're going to stop right there now so that Mrs. Sousa can go and help us put our spelling graph together. Okay? So, okay.
Okay, friends, so as you see here, we have helping words. So on this column, there's a book, so all your words will go here. Here we have okay? And now we have other.
Okay.
Okay, so our first word is good. So listen, book, Okay, where do you think it's gonna go? You should say it's gonna go under book, okay? Good, book. Okay, our next word is zoo. Where do you think it's gonna go? Okay, you should have said zoo. So we're gonna put it under broom. Okay, what about book? Oh, we already know where it's gonna go.
Free one.
That was a free one. Okay, our next word is noon. Ooh. Okay, you should have said we're gonna put it under broom. I can get it. Okay. Look. Book. Look. Broom. So we're gonna put it under book. Pool. Pool. Book. Broom. Where do you think it's gonna go? It's gonna go under broom, right? Okay, here's took. Where do you think it's going? Book. Broom. Okay, you should say under book, right? Now we have food. Food. Book. Broom. Okay, you should be saying it's gonna go under broom. We have foot. Book. Foot. Broom. Foot. So I hear the sound like book. And here we have moon. Ooh. Book. Broom. It's gonna go under broom.
These are not from their story.
Okay, so these two words that I'm gonna show you now are not from your story, okay? So this word is another. So if I cover the A end, what word did you see? Other, right?
Mhm.
So I'm not gonna put it under book or broom, because I don't see no double O, okay? So it's gonna go under other. And our last word, instead.
Means making a choice.
So if I have a purple crayon and a red crayon, I'm gonna say, I'd rather have, instead of the red crayon, I want the purple, because purple is my favorite color.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're gonna put this under other, because I don't see no double O. So it's gonna go under other.
So boys and girls, I'm not going to do a math problem this week because it would be the same as last week, because look what I noticed. Once again, I noticed that there's 5 words and 5 words and 2 other words. So that was exactly like last week. The only thing I can say differently is how many words in all. How would I write a number sentence for that? So if I were going to write a number sentence that tells, because on your graph, when we were doing graphs, sometimes they would say, oh, how many students voted in all? And you had to look at the numbers, right? So what would my number sentence be to tell how many words in all? So it would be this, which is 5, plus this, which is 5, plus this, which is 2. So can I ask you something? Do you see a 10? Do you see a 10? Because I do. Yeah, I hope you're saying 5 plus 5. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that together here and put 10. So then we have 10 plus 2. So remember, adding with 10s is really easy. 10, 11, 12. So all together, we have, so remember, we haven't done labeling or writing sentences about this in a long time. We have 12 words, okay? So that's your spelling. So once again, so boys and girls, we have a paper that works on the sound like ud, okay? On the back, there's a word search, so they want you to color, no marker, color with crayon, find those words in color and say those for somebody. Here's your page, you're looking for like zoo, okay? And on the back, just unscramble the words. Finish the words up here, unscramble them, okay? So, that's the side, all right? And then once again, here's your spelling. Some of you have been doing such nice, neat handwriting. And don't forget, your sentences, the same number of words as your age, okay? And don't forget, when you do your questions, make sure you use all the words from your telling. And then on the back of the homework, finish the word, do the little crossword puzzle. And by the way, 12 o'clock is noon. That's noon, okay? So on this one, once again, you're just doing a practice with your spelling words. Choose the correct word, color the little circle, and write it on the line. And then on the back, circle the words that rhyme. So there's 2 words that rhyme here. And then in this box, there's 2 words that rhyme. That's why you see 2 lines and 2 lines. Then this one says, write the word that often goes with the list word. Okay, so this would be bad, the opposite of bad. Hand, a part of your body. Drink, okay? So something that would go with that. And then you're going to write the missing word, okay? So that is on your double O sound. But that's not the only sound we're going to work on this week. So now we're going to work on the 2 sounds of oi, O-I and O-Y. So we call those diphthongs. So you don't have to remember that. But a diphthong are 2 letters that when you put them together don't make their own sounds, okay? So might want to say, oh, that's going to say oh because when two vowels go walking, but it doesn't. It says oi. So let me put a couple of words. So look, oil, oil, okay? And then if I take oil and add a B, I get boil, okay? So now let's put, here's our oi, coin, a coin, okay? And let's put one more, joint, joint. So your joints are where you bend. See, joints. See, your knee is a joint. Your fingers have joints. Your elbow is a joint. Okay. So then we have oy, which also says oi. And so what are those? So you should oi, boy. Okay. And then joy, joy. And then let me put let's put a couple of little bit bigger words. So ready? So this is loyal. So if you're loyal to somebody, that means you got their back. You're a good friend. Okay? Loyal. And then if I change that L to an R, I get the word royal. So a royalty, royal king, a queen, a prince or princess, royal. So that's the sound of oi. Okay, so here are some words that I want you to be able to tell your whoever's helping you with your work. Okay, if you can blend those words, that means you got the sound. Okay, and you may need to do that more than once. And then the paper that goes with that, let me find it. It's right here. Okay, circle the correct word. Pick the correct word and fill it in. That has to make sense. Okay, and on the back, finish the word. And then use the correct word to finish the sentence, okay? So that's what we call your phonics sounds for the week. So in language arts, so now we worked on nouns. We worked on verbs. So now we're going to go back to adjectives. And we had done adjectives before. So in Henry and Mudge, there were lots of adjectives. Adjectives are words that describe nouns. So if you remember correctly, Henry wore a purple cape. He had an orange crown, I think. He wore a black tuxedo. He wore shiny shoes. So I put over here that adjectives describe, that means tell about, nouns. And just in case you forgot, nouns are people, places, animals, and things. So see if you can find the adjective in each story. And sometimes you can find the adjective by asking this question. What kind of? What kind of? So listen, a Bo is a good person. What kind of a person? She's a good person. So person is your noun and good is your adjective. Okay? Places. The park is a fun place. What kind of place is it? It's a fun place. Place is your noun and adjective is fun. So this one has more than one. Those cute little puppies are sleeping. What kind of puppies are there? So puppies, that's your noun. What kind of puppies? Well, they're cute and they're little. See, this one had two adjectives. Cute little puppies. And then for things, this one has more than one. My colorful crayons help me to draw great pictures. So crayons is my noun. That's a thing. What kind of crayons? Colorful crayons. What kind of pictures is a noun? What kind of pictures can I draw? I can draw great pictures. Okay? So adjectives answer the question, what kind of, and adjectives make your stories more interesting. And they help the reader to make a better picture in their brain of what you're talking about. So if you just said, my dog ran, you could be picturing all kinds of dogs. But if somebody said, my little dog with black curly fur ran, I have an exact picture of what that dog probably looks like. It's little and it's black and it's furry, okay? So adjectives help writers to write better, okay? So I'm going to tell you that there's many kinds of adjectives. So you're going to do adjectives, answer the question what kind of, which most of them do no matter what kind of adjective, but you're also going to work on adjectives can tell about color and shape. So this time I didn't use a sentence. This is called a phrase. Look, there's no capital, there's no period, because listen, a square box, that's not a sentence. Okay, but now listen, a square box. What kind of a box? A square one. So isn't square a shape? Okay, and box is your noun. A white cloud. What kind of a cloud was it? Or what color was it? It was white. And cloud is your noun. A round ball. What kind of a ball was it? Well, it was a round one. That's your adjective. Ball is your noun. So this one has more than one. Red, green, and yellow apples. What color apples were there? They were red, they were green, and they were yellow. And all these three adjectives are telling about this noun, apples. A triangular pyramid. So in Egypt, they have lots of pyramids. And what kind of a pyramid is it? It's triangular. And pyramid is your noun, okay? So this shouldn't be new to you because we've already done adjectives. So over here, this is just a little summary. What kind of a woman, a happy one? What kind of a city, a big one? What kind of a dog, a loud one? What kind of a present, a nice one? So I circled the adjectives. So over here it says, circle the adjective, then write it on the line. So this went with Mama's birthday present. So heavy piñata. What kind of piñata? Bright lights. Hot tortillas. Good friends. Sweet rolls. So they're showing you the noun. You have to circle the adjective and write it on the line, okay? And then here's your little review. So you want to find the sentence that has a line under the adjective. So look, they're all the same sentence. Grandmother reads a funny book. They're all the same. Which one is the adjective? Funny reads grandmother. What kind of a book? Got it? Okay, and then here's the one on circle and shape. So some adjectives name colors. Some adjectives name shapes. So in these sentences, you need to circle the adjectives, okay? And then on the back, it's the same thing. Find the sentence that has the adjective underlined, okay? And if you want, I just want to tell you that if you could follow the directions to color this picture, because they're kind of telling you what color to make those. So you don't have to, but if you're one that likes to color, do what it says, because look, will Cindy draw yellow flowers? See, already I know one part to do, okay? All right, and then just for extra practice, I reminded you that adjectives describe people, places, animals, and things. That means tell about nouns. Read the sentence, circle the adjective, draw the picture. So you're going to read the sentence, circle the adjective, then draw a picture of that sentence. Same thing over here, okay? And then on the back, adjectives can be color and shape. Once again, read the sentence. So there might be, like for instance, I already know that this one has 2 adjectives in it about the box, okay? And I already know that this sentence has 3 adjectives about the ball. And then draw it exactly the way they tell you to draw it, okay? So I hope you're remembering that that after each part, you're supposed to stop the video. So when we did, you should have stopped it and did the page that went with that. Then we did, you should have stopped it and did the page. I don't want you to do all the video at once, all right? You don't even have to do it all on the same day, okay? Because I want you to take your time. So, there's a weekly reader. I'm going to walk very slowly here. I forgot to do this. Oh, okay. So when I put these in, you don't have to do it, but I just thought that they were interesting. So I thought they were interesting. This is talking about nature's sunscreen. Okay, and then there's a little thing that teaches you about skin on the back, all right? But your religion lesson this week is very important because this, actually, the past weekend and this weekend, Espiritu Santo would have been having 2 feasts. Last week was a feast of the Espiritu Santo feast at the end of the 7 Domingos, which your parents understand what that is. But this week is called Pentecost Sunday. Pentecost is a very, very special day. It's actually the birthday of our church. So if I can find a little video about it, I will put it on our page, okay? On our Facebook page. But here's what it says here. It says, 50 days after Easter, Jesus' followers were praying together. Suddenly there was a sound like a great wind blowing. The noise filled the whole house. Then flames like tongues of fire appeared over each person's head. Not on their head, but look, over their head. Okay? The Holy Spirit filled all the people in the house with God's love. The apostles and the others rushed outside. They began telling everyone about Jesus. Outside there were people from many countries. These people spoke different languages, but they all understood what Jesus' followers were saying. And this comes from in the Bible, the book of Acts. So the word of the Lord, and we say, thanks be to God. So over here it says, we celebrate the birthday of the church on Pentecost. That's why we have a feast here. And actually, many Catholic churches have a big feast on Pentecost Sunday, because don't you have a party when it's your birthday? Right? Our parties have to be a little different this year, but we have a party to celebrate your birthday, your birth. So on the Feast of Pentecost, we have a big party. So you know the feast we have here. We have delicious foods. We have games that we played. We have the procession, which is a holy parade. So we're not having that this year because of the pandemic, but we usually do. And all that is to celebrate Pentecost, which is the birthday of our church. So once again, if I can find a video about it, I'll put it on their page. So over here, we have, it says, many different people make up the church. Many colors make a beautiful picture. Use this code to color the picture, and what do you see? So, of course, this isn't in color, so I wrote the color. All the ones are blue, all the twos are red, all the threes are green. Okay, and then circle the ways that tell ways to keep peace. So you might need help reading this. Circle which is the good way to keep peace. And then on the back, it says, the Holy Spirit helps me make good choices. In each pair of words, circle the word that names a good choice at school. Which of these would be the good choice? At church, at home, in games. You're going to circle the good choice that the Holy Spirit would tell you to do. And then down here, there's 4 words. It says, only trace the words that tell something the Holy Spirit helps you to do. So I'm just going to tell you that the Holy Spirit would only tell you to do good things. So I'm going to tell you that 3 of these are good things, and 1 of them you should not be tracing. And please trace with a crayon. And remember the rule about tracing, that the letters are like the road, and your crayon is like the car, and a good driver stays on the road. So if you want to trace nicely, you got to take your time. Okay? So that's part 1 of your packet, and then later on we'll do your lessons in math. All right? So goodbye for now. And on these nice sunny days, get outside. You know, you can take your reading book outside and read. You don't have to read in a house. You can take your tablet or whatever you do if you do Zern Happy Numbers or Lilo, you can take it outside and do it, right? Okay, so enjoy the nice weather. Make sure you exercise, okay? And I'm going to let Mrs. Souza say goodbye, and God bless, okay?
Okay, friends, we'll see you next time.